All right, everybody, let's continue because we're running slightly late, but it is my huge pleasure to introduce these two gentlemen. I can guarantee you, if you're sleepy or so, like that will change right now, okay? So these guys are our amazing community members. They came like a storm, and they started building in Somnium Space and then beyond Somnium Space, but they still build in Somnium Space, and their story is amazing. We're great friends, and give it up to ISG, Isaac, and Blake.
Huzzah!
Oh yeah, baby, let's go. Yeah, baby Blake's in the house, so is Hotz and Captain Gindi. We're going to start off with a quick video of something we're very proud about in Somnium 2, of a first-person shooter that we created called Max Cargo. And we're in the process of porting it to Somnium 3 with all the new capabilities with C# and the new 2022 Unity. So without further ado, let me just play this video here. Beneath the Gindi Park lies a mineral so powerful it could change the world. But the dark forces which corrupt this realm have found our secret, and they wish to take it from you. I would suggest that we fight back. This is the start of our presentation because it is something we're so proud of, to be building a first-person shooter, a multiplayer game inside Somnium. Because Somnium Space, as we all know, it's a decentralized platform. It's a VR social world where really we found that there is nothing but amazing creators all around the world. And that's exactly what we've done, is we brought these creators together, all from the community, to build this amazing game, along with some other things we're going to talk about. But I think that later on, we'll probably be able to play it, maybe if we get to do some Somnium 2 demos. But this is me and the Gindi man in our Tesla suits, as we proudly are a part of Tesla suit, getting to program our different sensations and whatnot. Really experimenting, right? Because I think everybody here, we're geeks, which is a good thing. Not a bad thing at all.
Let's go.
Right?
Huzzah!
Huzzah! All right, and before we get going, though, we're going to get the whole audience here in sync. This is something I like to do in VR as we have our events and things like that. The big thing is it's bringing people together, and I like to get everyone synchronized. So I'd like everyone to get a little out of their box and om with me.
Let's wake up.
There we go. No, repeat after me. Zim bum 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 bum.
Zim bum 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 bum.
Biddy beep biddy beep boop.
Beep 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 bo.
Wam bum bum bim bim.
Bum 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 baby.
Yeah, baby.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So, a big culture of ours is about bringing people together, and that's why VR is one of the most amazing things, because it brings minds from all over the world into one place, and it removes this thing, the flesh, the problem, even though it's sexy. But the thing is that it connects minds, and that's what we're all about here, is connecting minds and people. And I'll let my partner here, Isaac, my best friend, man, introduce himself.
Thank you. My name is Isaac Gindi. I am a co-owner of Century 21 stores in Manhattan, HQ in Manhattan, and co-founder of ISG Metaverse. And I've been in the retail business for almost 4 decades, and fashion has always been my life. And I was always also into tech. So when the internet came out, everybody was, the internet, you could never do shopping on the internet. People didn't believe in it. we jumped right on it because we knew that it was going to be a great way to shop, and it turned out to be the future of shopping. Now, in the stores that we had, we always wanted to keep our market share. So the most important thing to keep our market share was how do we keep people in the store having fun, shopping, and enjoying while they were there, and that was immersive experiences. So we did immersive experiences in the stores and had entertainment and things like that, and people came and they enjoyed shopping and they loved being in the store. So now, when the Metaverse came out, I said, oh my God, this is the combination of both. And it was the next, in my opinion, the next iteration of the internet. And we jumped right in. And I was introduced to Somnium. When I went into Somnium Space, it was a wonderful world. It was so beautiful and immersive. It was like a place that I really wanted to live in. It was just a gorgeous place. And I saw the future and the vision of how the world is going to evolve into the Metaverse. And then I was introduced to my partner, Blake.
And he had came through with, this is a blockchain platform. And I think after all of the conversations today and also the amazing tech that Robert was just showing, AI is amazing. It's crazy. And the important thing is ownership, right? Property rights. Whether that be a digital picture, whether it be a 3D model, or maybe your biography, whatever it is, it's super important to be able to have property rights or ownership. And so when Isaac came into Somnium, it was like, how do we build? What do we build? And how can we really leverage and push this to the next level? So where these environments are bringing people together, where a community could exist, but also brands could exist. And that means a radical change in thinking, because the world that we live in, ads are invasive, bro. They're all over us. They're in our face. And I think there's a total way that we can make these two worlds live together, where brands are interacting inside of our fun social areas, and it's causing for a community-driven experience through product gamification. And so what we've done is essentially we've built these areas to be a blueprint, to showcase things that we love, whether it be fashion, whether it be games, whether it be music. I come from a music background. I'm a hobbyist musician. I like making bangers, but what I do most is I love bringing people together. I love people. And what I found in Somnium was I met amazing people, creators that would be down to create, just to create every day. And that's what I love so much about this. And now it's like, how the hell are we going to bring brands into this sacred place, this space where we come to have fun, not to digest, the newest AI tool, or how about buy this chocolate bar? No, it's about coming and having a space where they're begging to make their chocolate bar part of the game, a game object, something that you're playing with, a non-invasive ad. And so we've built a number of different places, and we've done it all with our partners and obviously our team, which we'll get to. But just in this short time in Somnium, which has been, actually, it's not such a short time. It feels like a short time. It's almost like 3.5 years, 4 years that we've been doing this, but we've had the pleasure of working with companies like Oasis Metagames, which you'll see here in just a moment. Ready Player Me, Avaturn, which if you haven't made an Avaturn character yet, ask me about it after this. I'm sure you had to do it. So much fun. Convey is our AI partner. Sage Immersion is actually a product that we produced with Convey. Clerge is a producer of our avatars, and Polycount, we're actually building a Roblox game. Because the goal is that when we build these immersive environments, we're trying to spread them across all these different places. But Somnium Space is our home. And along with that, character development, things that people can relate to. And that's why you hear Baby Blake. The Baby Blake is my innocent version, my younger self. Hotz Man is my current self, the putting out the fires,
the man in the action, and Holtzar is my future singularity self combined with AI.
So, what I want to say, what's really important that everybody should know about Somnium, the thing that really turned me on about going into this metaverse is because it's decentralized, it's blockchain, and you know, blockchain had a lot of negative connotations because of all the, and the internet had bad things too, a lot of scams and a lot of things going on. But the way I see it is blockchain, decentralization, NFTs, it's a neo-capitalism. And really what's going to happen in the future, and what I love about Somnium is because you give a chance, like everybody says, how are you going to monetize the metaverse? And people are going to have the creative community that we're involved with, and now with Somnium 3 coming out with the marketplace, people will create their own wearables, and even like when we built Somnium, we built parcels and we built stadiums, and we believe, which we'll get into after, but the key is that if you go now and you create something like an influencer and you're with Meta or something like that, you're working for them. They own you. But now in a decentralized economy, whatever you create, you own. Nobody could take it away from you. And I have really faith in the youth of today that they want to create and build things and earn and feel proud of themselves and say, look, I built this, I did that, and get income from it. So I think that the future is going to be, I think blockchain is going to save the world. That's how much I really believe in it. And that's what's great about Somnium Space. It's decentralized, and it's a wonderful place where people could come in and create and be owners of what they create and believe in.
We like to say blockchain is the messiah.
Right.
So one of our premier partners, as we say, is Oasis Metagames. He's going to be presenting right after this, our man Artifix, whom I met in the very beginning. And the things that we're developing together are pushing the bounds of what Somnium has already given us the ley lines for, which is to be able to develop in these worlds and these parcels. There's a difference between parcels and worlds. Look at it as parcels are in the mainland, in the real world, and the worlds is actually like a satellite. Not really bound to the actual code of Somnium, but actually something that we can, you know, completely customize, something that we can be tethered to that's really imaginative, whatever we want. Oasis Metagames has helped us really push the bounds of this by expanding the size and capabilities and also building the tools. Because right now, as it is, what did iPhones do? It made everyone a photographer. It made everyone have the ability of taking great photos and being able to share those. And so everyone today really is a creator of some sort. And the next steps of that are what? Especially with what Robert was just showing us. 3D. 3D is going to be the next thing. And the people are going to be creating these models, and they're going to look for places to go in and check it out. And Oasis Metagames is not just giving us the opportunity, but it's giving you guys, anybody really, to build alongside of us together to where we can make these experiences, these places, really, you know, unique. Because every one of you guys are unique. That's why these companies like Facebook and whatever, even Google, you know, they're selling our data. Why? Because every single person is unique and valuable. And this is our roadmap, man. And I mean, there's so much more that goes into our journey here. But just to give you a rough estimate, in February of 2022, actually on my birthday, 22/22/22, Isaac and I came together and we were like, let's do this as a unit. And let's make this work. And we started building parcels. Gindi, you want to talk a little bit about the parcels?
Well, the parcels, you know, I have a real estate background, and it was very interesting to me because somebody introduced me to Somnium, and I started buying parcels. I never went into VR, but it was like a game for me. I bought a parcel here, I bought a parcel there. Then I started to buy a lot of parcels in the greatest areas of Somnium. And it was kind of like Disney, you know. I had other people buy it for me because I didn't want the price to go up. And all of a sudden, I had 26 parcels. And then I said, "Oh my God, what am I doing? I never went in. Let me go see what's going on." So, I followed Somnium on the PC, and Blake was, always in there. So I DM'd him. I found him on the internet. I DM'd him. He was in Dunkin' Donuts getting a cup of coffee. And I said, Blake, you got to take me in here. I have 26 parcels. I don't even know what it looks like. And he got me the all the specs for get the PC and the headset and the VR. And then when I went in, I was like, I was blown away. I said, this is it. And we started to create. And, you know, it was so exciting. Like the first parcel we built was the Malibu Beach House. And actually, Blake introduced me. If we want to show the team, we have an incredible team. Now, this team, which is incredible about it, is they all were in Somnium and creators and part of the Somnium community, which made it very easy for us because they were in VR and they understood the technology and how to write the code. And we became like a real happy team. I have so much respect for everybody in this team and the things that we did with the help of Artifix. With, you know, he helped us even expand our ideas bigger. And the first space was the stadium. After Malibu Beach House, we built the stadium, which was near the racetrack. And we went there, we drove our cars, we got into the racetrack, we drove our cars to the stadium, we went all the way up. It was built, modeled after Coachella, a building we saw in Coachella, which was a circular building. And we went to the top, we had a roof deck pool, and I looked down and I saw the racetrack and the whole overview of Somnium. And it was a feeling like I was a builder and creating. And it was very exciting to me. And I said, this is it. This is going to be the thing. Let's keep going. Let's keep building. And basically, we had to get a direction because we have a whole ecosystem. We didn't know what the hell to do. There was so much things to do. Every time we turned around, we said, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this. So we got to concentrate on the things that we wanted. And basically, we said, let's concentrate on entertainment and gaming. So that's the next phase of where we went.
Yeah, first, I want to say what's up to the team if they're watching. What up, team? Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad, too. What's up?
Let's go.
Huzzah! All right. We do have an amazing team. And what we wanted to do with these spaces, like I said in the beginning of this, was we wanted to create a space where community can come, where they can take place in creating this environment, not just through, being there. And really, that's the value, right? Wherever you spend your time, you're providing value. And the way that we see it is with a blockchain, foundation, we can actually reward those individuals who make the space valuable. And it's making it valuable to brands. And it makes it way easier to do so than traditional stuff. And this is our Somnium Space Gindi Stadium, where, I don't know, is it a video? Can you guys press play? I don't know if it's a boop. Oh, okay. Well, maybe if I do this. Oh, shit. Well, that's fine, too. We can play these. If you guys can press play on that, that'd be great. But as we found, it was like, there's a couple of things that people are really doing. And I mean, listen, there are infinite possibilities in this world. But the couple things that we found, our immediate targets, are entertainment and gamification. Why? Because people love playing games. People love being entertained. Live streaming is getting bigger than ever. And that's actually how I found Somnium originally, was through Twitch streaming. So as bad as COVID was, I thank it, because it helped me find Somnium. It helped me start streaming. And the whole purpose of this stream was gathering musicians and giving them ears, giving them additional, collaborators, people that do the same things, and then getting them to be heard, listening to them, giving reviews, putting on collaborative efforts of, remix competitions. And then it was, oh shit, we can actually put on concerts 24/7 where I don't even have to do the show. I can enjoy them. And then we built Max Cargo, which was our example of how to actually, build a first-person shooter with a ton of different game mechanics, and then provide the tools to creators so that they could add their stank to it. Meaning, like, they could create their guns, they could create the effects, the sounds, the enemies, and then having Somnium allows us to monetize it, allows them to monetize it within the game structure that we've already created.
And I'm really happy that we went in these two directions, because this stadium, I don't know if you could see the seats. We have 30,000 seats in there, and each seat has an NFT. So we developed this ISG Elite Pass, where if you upload it, it gives you utility, and then you could put your PFP right into the seat, and you could have your NFT or any image in any location. And like, we really believe, like, for example, like Taylor Swift, if she's doing a concert in Las Vegas, and then we could stream that concert into the stadium. And why do you want to limit your audience only to the people in Vegas? You get people from all over the world, all different time zones. They come into our stadium and they watch the concert at the same time. And actually, when we were in NFT New York, we had a proof of concept where we went to a club in the city, and people were dancing in the club and everything like that. And at the same time, we had a VR set up, and they went in and they saw the people in Somnium. Our community was there, and they greeted them, and we were dancing in real life, and we were dancing in the stadium, and it was a huge success. The people didn't understand what was going on. From that day, I said, this is the direction that we want to go. We know that the people like this. And and then also we have like streaming every Friday night, Coyote nights.
Oh.
We have all different DJs that come, and it's getting a huge following. We stream it, live stream on many different things. People watch it, they enjoy it. They have it on X, and they have it on everybody's Instagram Live, which they bounce us off all the time. But okay. And then the second thing was Max Cargo, which is an incredible game. And you never really played a game unless you were in VR. I mean, it's just so incredible to have a game in VR. I think our game is the first real shooter game that's in VR with the excitement that we have. You know, so maybe Blake, you could explain a little bit about the game?
Just to touch on the NFT seats.
Okay.
The big thing was we wanted decentralized media displays as the first layer. So we have a centralized media, like a display ad banners. We have a centralized one for brands because they're not going to be into NFTs. We want them to be able to upload and change the 3D environment without 3D knowledge. But we also want to give our community the opportunity to monetize their own traffic. And so the seats were essentially our testing ground. And through the NFT, you're actually uploading your own media. We don't touch the data. We don't store the data. The blockchain does. And you can update it to whatever you want, whenever you want. And that's the amazing part. It was really just the conception, the beginning, the test of, can this be done? And I'll tell you what, it absolutely can. And we did it, baby. And now as we move into Somnium 3, we're looking at this monetization strategy of, okay, how can we create our marketplace items? How can we make things valuable and add enhanced experience for the users, possibly multipliers on points for games? And so what we're doing is we're doing character development. We have a series of characters which are forming a story, and I think that's the best part about virtual reality is it's not only like a sounding board or a manifestation place, but it's also a great place for storytelling and a way to relate to your audience and to people that maybe wouldn't even know that they would relate to the baby Blake, which we all dearly loved. But this is Hotz, my future self, and he's one of the examples of all of his outfit, everything he wears, it's going to give players an enhanced experience inside the game, but also it's going to benefit them when it comes down to playing. They're going to have additional strength, additional points. They're going to monetize it by making new outfits for Hotz or whatever character they want to put into the space. There's baby Blake right there. But the goal is that we can easily create blueprints for creators to come in and join this marketplace or just be able to create, encourage them to create.
This is a very important point because in Max Cargo, you know, from my experience in retail, we built a store. So now, how do you keep somebody coming back? How do you keep somebody interested? So when they play the game, then they earn points, and they could go into the store and play to earn, and then they could buy avatars, buy assets, all the assets that we saw, and they could actually wear them when they're playing the game or go into our other worlds. It's interoperable. Those wearables will be able to move from other, like the Oasis games or other games within Somnium. You could get your gun. You could go from one place to the other place and use it even though there's not a game. And we feel that this is, keeping the people involved and letting them keep creating stuff. So we really believe in the play-to-earn system, which is evolving in Somnium. And in Somnium 3, we're so excited to get that started because we can't wait to get onto that marketplace and have our community build things and earn.
And with this also, too, we're trying to give creators the roadmap of how they can monetize brands. Because everybody individually, we know this from YouTube, we're all getting reached out to. People, especially in this niche market, we're very attractive to people that are outside of it, especially brands. And we're trying to show creators how you can leverage that brand wanting to get into virtual reality or in just the 3D, because it's future-proofing their existing brand IP. It's a huge thing. And I think that with this environment, with Somnium Space, you can truly leverage that IP in a way where it's gamified and that people aren't feeling overwhelmed that you're in their space as a brand, because the whole point is that they're not there. If they're going to be there, it needs to be fun. They can't be invading our fun space. And that's why the decentralized atmosphere is super key, because each and every single one of us could then leverage that. And that's why we started our ISG Elite Scroll. It's free. If you guys are, if you have a Polygon, if you have a MetaMask and it's on Polygon, it costs you like 7 cents to mint. It essentially joins our crew, and it'll allow for you to be actually a creator within the ISG Metaverse inside Somnium Space. And we've also branched into things like Roblox and Unreal Engine, building things with AI. Conveys, like I said earlier, a partner. And we're building metahumans and experiences where it could be virtual shopping or Holtzar's fortune telling. But we want people to join this community because we can't do it alone. And I think that the only way that this really evolves is by everybody trying something new, becoming the creator that you all are. And I really, truly believe that the scroll is, as a white label solution, will be kind of like the poster child as to how communities should be run, where it's giving the rights of the property inside of property, if that makes sense. It gives you guys rights, and it's all going to be based on engagement and what you provide for the community. And then, we're already over. Huzzah! Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Yes. We should be doing another Yeah. Seriously, thank you guys so much. It's a blessing to be here, and if it weren't for Archer and all of you guys, the amazing family that we formed in Somnium, my life wouldn't be the same. I love you guys so much. And huzzah! Let's go. Love you guys. Let's go!
Guys, I want to add something here, because when I look at this, and I remember the days when I first of all thought about Somnium and thought, okay, I want to do some social VR platform, and then we created that, and I remember we were touring it, and it was empty. It was nothing. And then, guys like you and others, they come in and they start create and they start build. So many museums, and you guys build stadiums and many parcels. They're beautiful aesthetically, but also functional in so many ways. And that's kind of was the dream of mine, to make people like you come in and start building and start creating. And of course, the Worlds is the next kind of iteration, the C# scripting and everything what that allows. It's the dream to see that flourish. So thank you very much for building and staying with us. This is amazing.
Your creation changed my life, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you, buddy. Group hug, let's go. I love you. Let's go.
All right, now in 2 minutes, last presentation, and then demos. I know you all want to get there.